You get answers like, well, there's an Angel Blade store.
The Angel Bladery? In hell? In hell, there's an Angel Blade store. Oh, this is brilliant. I love this.
What we've come up with is that there were certain demons that conquered angels, and you know, and this constant battle going on. And when a demon would beat an angel, he would take his blade, and that would get into the repository of the king's castle. So
kind of like the trunk of the Impala.
Very much so, yeah.
Or this just the props department doesn't come up with an adequate weapon for demons.
Well, there's only one demon blade, and the boys have that, and that's what kills demons, is the demon blade, or an angel blade, which can kill anything. And you're pressing me on this question, and I feel like I want to take an angel blade right now.
I feel like we need to play rock, paper, angel blade.
Yeah, so that's the best I can do for you.
Great answer, thank you, Bob. By the way, Bob's staying here, so if you have a question for Bob, this is your opportunity. Now's the time. Good lady. By the way, Bob just found out he's staying here.
You're going to ask me a question that I don't know the answer to.
I'm going to ask it anyway.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, in Dark Side of the Moon, I think it's Roy and Walt. They kill Sam and then they kill Dean. And Dean says, go ahead, when I come back, I'm going to be pissed. So they come back, both Sam and Dean. And what happens to Roy and Walt?
Roy is working at a McDonald's in Ames, Iowa. And what's the other guy's name? Walt. Tragically, Walt was driving a '68 Volkswagen, and it got hit by a semi-truck. Now, Walt. It was really, and that's what drove Roy to go work at the McDonald's. He has a hat. It's terrible. You know, maybe they'll run into him someday, but
So Dean doesn't hunt them down.
he's got really bigger fish to fry these days than those guys. But if he ever runs across them, you know, low to those guys.
They kill Sam. They
I
kill...
think she's upset, Bob. I think she's upset, Bob. I have a feeling she likes Sam and Dean. Hey, Sam came back, okay? It's not like he's gone forever.
In show business, this is where we say, drop the mic and get off.
Oh! No.
Yeah, no, but you know, it's they got bigger fish to fry. And Sam's died what, 3-4 times?
They all know I die in the next episode. Death by hamster. You, young lady.
Mark loved working with the hamster, by the way, because the hamster doesn't talk.
Hold on, am I sensing some fan payback here? Oh, they're on your side now. Yeah, they've definitely picked their side. Yes. Damn. Everyone loves the lead singer. All right, go.
Thank you very much for being here, Bob. We all love you. And you should have more than one panel, because it wasn't enough on the first one.
I agree, right?
Well, thanks to Richard, apparently I do.
You're doing a panel of a fourth.
Now you're not. So my question is about Mark Shepard and Crowley, but it's to you. So
This won't be awkward.
that's actually a very, very good situation. How do you think it was to choose Mark Shepard to do Crowley? Do you think it's because of his humor? That's pretty much like, he brought it to Crowley, of course, but do you think it's because it would match so much? What do you think, how do you think he was chosen?
I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
So, Mark Shepard and Crowley.
Yes.
How do you think it was the process to actually choose him to be Crowley? Because I think they are very much alike. Of course, he brought all this to Crowley, but what is the freedom for him to work with it, and how was it the process to choose him?
Well, Mark read and knocked it out of the park. Crowley, in our mind, when that character was created as a crossroads demon, right? We never know. I mean, it was the same with Gabriel, and Crowley. We don't know that they're going to do more than 1 or 2 episodes. When we get actors like this, Jim Beaver, that was 1 episode. You know, I guess we know gold when we see it. We go, well, we got to, you know, use these people more. Mark's part is evolved into something, you know, really, really quite big and special, and he kills it. You know, the writers love to write for Mark, and he. You know, Eugenie has his voice down. He just, you know, fantastic. You know, and we always, you know, for Eugenie to go, yeah, that's a good idea for the script, but you got to write Crowley, because she writes Crowley great, and Mark, he just kills it, and it's, you know, it's just evolved. Gabriel was a one-off. We love Richard. Back he came. So. You know, when we cast these parts, we don't really know if these characters are going to stick or if they're going to be one. Charlie was 1 episode. We loved her, brought her back, brought her back, brought her back. She became a...
Easy now, easy now. They're not over it yet, Bob. They're really fresh today.
Yesterday that she's gonna come back, so it's fine.
Yes, she'll, you know, she's very busy, Felicia. You know, actually getting her in the last episode she did this season, Felicia was really busy, so we shot episode 21 last to accommodate Felicia's schedule, and had a very short post-production time to actually get that episode on the air in order. You know, we loved Felicia and thought it was absolutely worth it to bend over backwards to make that work. So, you know, it's not like Felicia's sitting home and going, oh, I hope Supernatural's going to call again. She's a really busy...
she's doing fine.
Girl. Yeah, she's doing fine. So, you know, if you miss Felicia, she's online every day, right?
Yeah.
We know, because she's in the green room online right now. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
You.
Yeah, so I got a question for Bob. We know that...
Is this a setup?
I just listen, man.
This is our idea.
If people have not had enough Bob, I'm bringing Bob to the people. I'm giving the people what they want.
Isn't that what we've been saying all along?
I'm a people person, Bob.
I mean, I wanted to ask Mark what Doctor Who, if he was a doctor in Doctor Who, what he would wear, but that would be it.
And that's hypothetical, so let's get a real question.
This is a real question.
But Bob, we know that Jimmy Novak has gone and passed after the meat suit died. What about Adam? He's definitely not in hell. Because we did see him get blown up by a Molotov and jelly cocktail, and therefore his soul must be in heaven. Can you confirm that, please?
You're saying Adam's soul is definitely in heaven?
Yeah.
Definitely. And you're asking Bob to confirm that Adam is not in hell and he's definitely in heaven, because somehow you've worked out that his soul is in heaven.
Well, most of us kind of think
Most of you think that?
Yeah. Or like just put our minds at ease.
I don't think so. Adam was, you guys are going to correct me on this, and you're going to go, don't bring him back, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Adam was a brother the boys never knew.
Yeah, the half-brother.
Yes. I believe in the mythology for whatever was going to happen in that thing, the brothers had to fight each other, and I believe that he and Lucifer are in the cage together in hell. That's my memory of it. And that's the premise we've been going on for the last 4 or 5 years, so that's what we think.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bummer.
And by the way, you know, we know that's a hanging chat, and we talk about that in the writer's room, you know, are we ever going to break him out of the cage, you know, and if you break him out of the cage, what does that do to Lucifer? And if Lucifer's out of the cage, does he come after Crowley? I mean, all these things are talked about in the writer's room, and, you know, they may come to fruition at some point.
Well, I would love to see Pellegrino and Shepard going at it. Would be awesome.
That's a hell of a lot to pack into next week's episode.
Where
I die by hamster and